Anna woke up that morning to the soft sound of rain tapping on the window. The city was enveloped in a tranquil mist, and the aroma of fresh coffee filled the air of the apartment she shared with Lucas. She stretched in bed, feeling the warmth of his body beside her, and smiled as she realized he was still asleep, breathing calmly. The apartment was a reflection of the love they shared, decorated with photos of travels and special moments. The cozy space was filled with books, plants, and mementos that told the story of their relationship. Anna always felt safe and loved there, beside Lucas, who was her safe harbor amidst the chaos of the big city. Lucas, with his natural charm and intelligence, had won not only Anna's heart, but also the respect of her friends and family. He was a man of few words, but his actions always showed how much he cared for her. Together, they shared dreams and plans for the future, which included a house in the countryside, and perhaps, a family. That morning, as they prepared breakfast together, Anna couldn't help but feel a wave of happiness. They discussed the weekend they would spend out of town, in a secluded cabin they had rented. It was a chance to disconnect from the world and enjoy each other's company without distractions. During breakfast, Anna watched Lucas with affection. He had a special way of making everything seem lighter, and she felt grateful to have him in her life. As he talked about work and the latest office news, Anna found herself thinking about how perfect life could be. After breakfast, they each went about their respective routines. Anna worked at a publishing house, where she managed book projects that always inspired her. She loved her job because it allowed her to dive into different worlds and meet fascinating people through the stories she helped publish. Lucas, in turn, was a business consultant, and his job often required travel and meetings with important clients. Despite their busy schedules, they always found time to be together. On her way to work, Anna thought about how her life had changed since she met Lucas. He was a dedicated partner, someone she could fully trust. They had a special connection, built over years of living together and shared experiences. At night, after a long day at work, Anna and Lucas gathered on the couch to watch a movie. Anna snuggled up next to him, feeling at home. They laughed and commented on the movie, enjoying a quiet and relaxing evening. It was in those simple moments that Anna found true happiness, in the company of someone who made her feel complete. Before going to sleep, Lucas hugged her and whispered, "I couldn't imagine my life without you." Anna smiled, feeling the warmth of his words. To her, this was true love, built on trust, respect, and complicity. They talked about the future, about plans to travel more, and maybe even start a family. Anna felt excited about the possibilities, confident that, with Lucas by her side, she could face any challenge. With her heart full of love and gratitude, Anna fell asleep in Lucas's arms, unaware that her life was about to change unexpectedly. At that moment, everything seemed perfect, but fate had other plans for them. The tranquility she felt was just the prelude to a series of events that would test her resilience and love. The next day began like any other, but Anna could not imagine that the familiar routine she knew was about to be shaken by revelations that would change everything. The trust she felt in Lucas would be challenged, and she would have to decide if the love they shared was strong enough to survive the approaching storms. That morning, Anna left for work as usual, but a sense of unease accompanied her. As she walked to the publishing house, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to change. Upon arrival, she immersed herself in projects, trying to ignore the nagging sensation. When she returned home, she found Lucas in the kitchen, preparing dinner. The aroma of fresh herbs and garlic filled the air, and Anna felt grateful for those simple moments. After dinner, while Lucas washed the dishes, Anna decided to organize some documents in the office. As she rummaged through the desk drawer, she found a sealed envelope with Lucas's name on it. Curious, she hesitated before opening it. Inside were documents she didn't recognize, written in a foreign language, and an old photograph of Lucas in formal attire, surrounded by unknown people. Her heart raced. She returned to the living room with the documents, trying to act normally. "Lucas, I found this in the drawer. Do you know what it is?" she asked, trying to keep her voice calm. Lucas, upon seeing the papers, looked visibly tense. "Oh, they're just some old things from my family," he replied, averting his eyes. Anna noticed his discomfort, but decided not to press him at that moment. However, curiosity consumed her. That night, while Lucas slept, she researched the language of the documents online and discovered it was from a small European country. The photograph showed Lucas at an official ceremony, something that didn't fit the life he had described. In the following days, Anna couldn't stop thinking about the documents. She tried to confront Lucas again, but he always avoided the subject. Doubt began to erode the trust she had in him. She wondered if she really knew the man she shared her life with. Determined to uncover the truth, Anna decided to investigate further. She contacted a friend who was a translator and asked for help deciphering the documents. When she received the translation, she was shocked. The papers revealed that Lucas was, in fact, an exiled prince, removed from his country for political reasons. Anna felt the ground open beneath her feet. Everything she thought she knew about Lucas was a lie. She felt betrayed, but also understood the complexity of the situation. Lucas was not just a loving partner. He carried a past that could endanger them both. With her mind in turmoil, Anna knew she needed to confront Lucas once more, but she had to be prepared for any response. The revelation had changed everything, and she needed to decide if she was willing to face the risks that came with the truth. That night, as she looked at Lucas sleeping, Anna reflected on what the future held. She knew the conversation they would have could redefine their lives forever. The love she felt for him was now intertwined with doubts and uncertainties. The decision she would make in the coming days would not be easy, but she was determined to find a way, whatever truth Lucas revealed. Anna woke up early, her mind still spinning from the previous night's discovery. The apartment was silent, except for the soft sound of Lucas's breathing. She got up carefully, trying not to wake him, and went to the living room to organize her thoughts. On the table, the translated documents awaited her, each word a knife cutting the trust she had in Lucas. He was an exiled prince, removed from his country due to political intrigues that Anna could barely understand. The idea that he had hidden something so significant left her torn between anger and understanding. While having coffee, Anna decided she needed to know more about Lucas's past before confronting him again. She remembered a college friend who was an expert in international politics and decided to contact him for more information about Lucas's country and current situation. After a brief conversation, her friend promised to send everything he could find. Anna knew she was treading on dangerous ground, but she needed to understand the true extent of Lucas's situation before making any decisions. During the day, Anna focused on work, trying to maintain a facade of normalcy while her mind was elsewhere. She reviewed manuscripts and attended meetings, but everything seemed like a blur. The questions about Lucas continued to haunt her. Why had he hidden this from her? What else could he be hiding? When she returned home that night, Lucas was preparing dinner, as usual. He greeted her with a smile, but Anna couldn't help but notice a shadow of concern in his eyes. She knew she couldn't delay the conversation much longer. After dinner, Anna gathered the courage to bring up the subject. "Lucas, we need to talk about the documents I found," she said, trying to keep her voice steady. Lucas stopped, the smile disappearing from his face. "Anna, I can explain," he began, but she interrupted him. "Why didn't you tell me? I thought we didn't have secrets," Anna said, the pain evident in her voice. Lucas sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I wanted to protect you. My life before I met you was complicated and dangerous. I didn't want to involve you in that." He explained that he had been exiled after a coup attempt in the country and had fled to protect his life. Living in the shadows was the only way to ensure his safety. Anna listened intently, trying to process everything. Part of her understood his reasons, but another part felt betrayed for being kept in the dark. Lucas held her hand, looking into her eyes. "I love you, Anna. I never wanted to deceive you. I was waiting for the right moment to tell you, but the moment never seemed right." Anna felt the weight of his words, but doubt persisted. She stood up, pulling her hand away. "I need time to think. This is too much to absorb at once." Lucas nodded, respecting her space. "I understand. I'll be here when you're ready to talk." That night, Anna lay in bed, her heart and mind in conflict. She loved Lucas, but the revelation had shaken the foundations of their relationship. She needed to decide if she could trust him again, and if she was willing to face the risks that came with his true identity. As she stared at the ceiling, Anna knew the decision she would make would change their lives forever. Anna spent the following days in a constant state of reflection. The revelation about Lucas had left her in a whirlwind of emotions. She needed space to process everything before deciding what to do. Lucas respected her silence, but Anna could feel the tension in the air as they both avoided the inevitable conversation. One night, after work, Anna decided to take a walk to clear her mind. She wandered aimlessly through the city streets, trying to find clarity. The cold night wind seemed to carry away some of her confusion, but the questions remained. How could she continue with Lucas knowing he had hidden something so important? Upon returning to the apartment, she found Lucas sitting on the sofa, looking pensively out the window. He turned when he heard the door open, his gaze full of concern. "Anna, can we talk?" he asked, breaking the silence that hung between them. Anna nodded, sitting next to him. "Lucas, I need to understand why you thought hiding this from me was the best option," she said, her voice firm but with a touch of vulnerability. Lucas took a deep breath before responding. "When we met, I was running from a past I didn't want to define me. You brought light into my life, and I feared the truth could destroy that," Lucas explained, the sincerity evident in his tone. "I know I should have been honest from the start, but I was afraid of losing you." Anna listened intently, the weight of his words beginning to make sense. She could see the conflict in his eyes, the internal struggle between protecting himself and protecting the love they shared. "Lucas, I understand your reasons, but it doesn't change the fact that you left me in the dark," Anna replied, trying to balance understanding and pain. Lucas held her hand, a gesture that conveyed both regret and hope. "I'm willing to do whatever it takes to regain your trust. I don't want this secret to destroy what we have," he promised, his voice full of emotion. Anna reflected on his words, remembering all the moments they had shared. The love she felt for Lucas was still there, but now it was mixed with uncertainty. "I need time to think about all of this, to decide if I can really forgive you," she said, her voice soft but determined. Lucas nodded, understanding her need for space. "I'll be here, waiting for you. No matter how long it takes," he replied, his determination clear. In the days that followed, Anna immersed herself in her work, seeking distraction while pondering her decision. She talked to close friends, seeking advice and different perspectives. Each conversation helped clarify her feelings, but the final decision still seemed distant. Finally, on a cold, clear morning, Anna woke up with a new determination. She realized that despite the lies, Lucas had acted out of love and fear. She knew that true love required understanding and forgiveness, and she was willing to give it a chance. Decided, Anna prepared to talk to Lucas, ready to face the future together, despite the challenges that might arise. As she entered the apartment, she found Lucas in the kitchen, making coffee. He looked up, hope visible in his eyes. "Anna?" he called, hesitant. Anna smiled, feeling lighter than in the past few days. "Let's talk, Lucas. I think we can find a way together." Anna and Lucas spent the morning together, talking about the future. Anna's decision to forgive Lucas had not been easy, but she knew that the love she felt for him was strong enough to face the challenges ahead. They agreed to be honest with each other from now on, with no secrets. With trust slowly being restored, Lucas shared more details about his past life. He explained that as an exiled prince, his presence in his home country could trigger a series of political events. "There are people who don't want me to return," he confessed, his expression serious. "But there are also those who believe I can bring positive change." Anna listened carefully, absorbing every detail. She realized that the situation was more complex than she had imagined. Lucas was not just an ordinary man. He carried the weight of a legacy that could impact many lives. "And what do you want to do?" Anna asked, her voice gentle but firm. Lucas hesitated for a moment, looking into her eyes. "I want to go back and claim my place. I think I can make a difference, but I don't want to do it without you by my side," he replied, his sincerity touching Anna deeply. Anna pondered the proposal. The idea of leaving her life behind was daunting, but the possibility of supporting Lucas in his mission was also exciting. "If we decide to do this, we need to be prepared for anything," she said, aware of the risks involved. They spent the day discussing plans, considering all possibilities. Anna knew that the decision to accompany Lucas was not just about love, but also about courage and commitment to something greater. Together, they mapped out a plan for the journey, identifying potential allies and strategies to deal with opposition. In the following days, Anna began to organize her life for the impending change. She informed her friends and family about the decision, receiving support and words of encouragement. Although some were concerned, most understood the depth of her love for Lucas and the importance of his mission. Lucas, in turn, reached out to old allies and began preparing the ground for his return. He knew the situation would be delicate, but he was determined to face any challenge. With Anna by his side, he felt stronger and more confident. On the night before their departure, Anna and Lucas sat together on the balcony, watching the city lights. "Are you ready for this adventure?" Lucas asked, holding her hand. Anna smiled, feeling more secure than ever. "With you, I'm ready for anything," she replied, her heart full of determination. They spent the night talking about the future, about the challenges they would face, and the hopes they had for Lucas's country. The connection between them was palpable, a blend of love and purpose that bound them even closer. The next morning, with their bags packed and hearts full of hope, Anna and Lucas headed to the airport. The journey that awaited them would be full of uncertainties, but they were ready to face any obstacle together. They knew the path would not be easy, but they were determined to fight for a better future, both for themselves and for the people Lucas hoped to lead. As the plane took off, Anna looked out the window, feeling a mix of anxiety and excitement. Beside her, Lucas held her hand, offering comfort and security. Together, they were ready to face the unknown, united by the love and courage that would guide them every step of this new journey. The plane landed smoothly in the small European country, and Anna felt a flutter in her stomach as she descended the aircraft stairs. The air was fresh, and the landscape around was stunningly beautiful, with green hills and ancient castles dotting the horizon. Lucas, beside her, seemed calm, but Anna could sense the tension beneath the surface. They were greeted at the airport by a small group of trusted allies, people who had supported Lucas since the beginning of his exile. Among them was Elena, a childhood friend of Lucas, now an influential diplomat. "Welcome back," Elena said, warmly embracing Lucas and waving to Anna with a welcoming smile. During the car ride to the city, Elena updated Lucas on the political situation. "The opposition is divided, but many still support the idea of you taking your rightful place," she explained. Anna listened attentively, absorbing every detail. She knew the situation was delicate, and that they needed to be strategic at every step. Upon arriving in the city center, they were taken to a safe location, a discreet house that would serve as their operations base. Anna was impressed with the organization and care that had been taken to ensure their security. Lucas, for his part, was focused on meeting with supporters and beginning to draw up concrete plans. In the following days, Anna accompanied Lucas to meetings and negotiations. She was surprised by how easily he navigated the complex political landscape, using his charisma and intelligence to unite different factions. Anna also got involved, using her communication skills to help convey Lucas's message effectively. Despite the progress, the tension was palpable. There were rumors that opposition groups were planning sabotage, and Lucas's security was a constant concern. Anna felt the pressure but was determined to support Lucas every step of the way. One night, while reviewing strategies, Lucas looked into Anna's eyes. "Are you okay with all of this?" he asked, the concern evident in his voice. Anna smiled, gently touching his hand. "I'm here because I believe in you and what we're doing. I know it won't be easy, but I'm committed." Anna's support meant the world to Lucas. He knew he couldn't do it without her by his side. Together they were a formidable team, balancing each other in moments of uncertainty. As the days passed, Anna began to understand the history and culture of the country better. She visited historical sites and spoke with locals, absorbing everything she could. Each interaction reinforced her determination to help Lucas bring about positive change. Finally, the day arrived for Lucas to make his first public speech since returning. The event was organized in a central square, surrounded by supporters and security. Anna stood beside Lucas, offering him strength and confidence as he prepared to speak. Lucas stepped onto the stage, and the crowd erupted in applause. He began to speak with passion, sharing his vision for a better future for the country. Anna watched, proud, as he captured the hearts of the people with his sincere words. When the speech ended, Anna knew they had taken an important step. Public support was evident, but the road ahead would still be long and challenging. However, with Lucas by her side, she was ready to face any obstacle. Together, they were determined to fight for a future where love and justice prevailed. After Lucas's powerful speech, the atmosphere in the country began to change. Public support was growing, and Anna could feel the hope in the air. However, with increased visibility came new threats. Opposition groups intensified their attempts to destabilize Lucas's movement, and security became an even greater priority. Anna and Lucas began to move cautiously, always accompanied by trusted security personnel. Meetings were held in secure locations, and communications were carefully monitored. Despite the tension, Anna was determined not to let fear govern her actions. During a strategic meeting, Elena brought worrying news. "We've received information that an extremist group is planning an attack to discredit Lucas," she said, the concern evident in her voice. Lucas frowned, but remained calm. "We need to strengthen our alliances and ensure we're prepared for any eventuality," he affirmed. Anna suggested meeting with local community leaders to strengthen support and ensure the population was informed and involved. She knew that the strength of Lucas's movement came from the people, and it was crucial to keep them engaged and protected. In the following days, Anna and Lucas worked tirelessly to strengthen their alliances. They attended meetings with influential figures, including business leaders, activists, and religious leaders. Each meeting was an opportunity to build bridges and solidify support for Lucas's return. Anna excelled in her role, using her communication skills to convey Lucas's message clearly and convincingly. She realized that her presence beside him not only strengthened his position, but also inspired other women to get involved in the movement. Despite the challenges, Anna and Lucas found moments of tranquility amidst the chaos. They strolled through hidden gardens together and enjoyed quiet dinners, where they could reconnect and remember what united them. These moments were precious, providing the necessary balance to face difficulties. One night, while walking through a moonlit park, Lucas stopped and held Anna's hand. "Thank you for being by my side," he said, his gaze full of gratitude. Anna smiled, squeezing his hand. "We're in this together, always," she replied, feeling the warmth of the love they shared. With growing support and strengthened alliances, Lucas decided to organize a major public event to reaffirm his position and show that he would not be intimidated by threats. The preparation for the event was intense, but the team was motivated and united. On the day of the event, the central square was filled with supporters. Anna stood beside Lucas, feeling the positive energy of the crowd. When he stepped onto the stage, the enthusiasm was palpable. Lucas spoke with eloquence and passion, reaffirming his commitment to the people and his desire to bring real and lasting change. As Lucas spoke, Anna observed the crowd, feeling inspired by the strength and determination of the people around her. She knew they were on the right path, and that together, they could overcome any adversity. When the event ended, Anna and Lucas received an outpouring of support and encouragement. Their confidence was renewed, and the love they shared was stronger than ever. They knew the fight was far from over, but they were ready to continue, determined to build a better future for everyone. With the success of the public event, Lucas's position was strengthened, but it also increased the determination of the opposition to overthrow him. The tension in the air was palpable, and Anna felt the growing pressure as the situation became increasingly volatile. She knew they needed to be vigilant and prepared for anything. One morning, while reviewing strategies in their makeshift office, Elena rushed in with urgent news. "We have information that a coup is being planned for the coming days," she said, her voice grave. Lucas and Anna exchanged a worried look, aware of the gravity of the situation. "We need to act quickly to neutralize this threat," Lucas asserted, already formulating a plan in his mind. Anna agreed, knowing they couldn't waste time. Their security and the future of the movement were at stake. They called an emergency meeting with their key allies to discuss the information and decide on the next actions. The room was filled with tension, but also determination. Anna watched as Lucas led the discussion, his charisma and leadership inspiring confidence in those present. "We must reinforce security and ensure our supporters are informed and prepared," Anna suggested, aware of the importance of protecting those who supported them. The idea was well received, and everyone agreed to work together to face the imminent threat. In the days that followed, Anna and Lucas worked tirelessly to strengthen their defenses and mobilize their allies. Communications were intensified, and additional security measures were implemented to protect people and strategic locations. Anna also made efforts to keep morale high, organizing community meetings and events to ensure the population remained united and committed to the cause. She knew that the people's support was crucial to Lucas's success, and she was determined to keep them engaged. As the day of the coup approached, Anna felt her anxiety increase. However, she also felt a growing inner strength, fueled by the love and determination to protect what they had built. Lucas, for his part, was focused and confident, prepared to face any challenge that arose. On the night before the coup, Anna and Lucas met with Elena and other allies to review the final plan. The atmosphere was tense, but everyone was committed and ready to act. "We're in this together, no matter what happens," Lucas said, looking into each of their eyes. Finally, the day arrived. The city was in a state of nervous anticipation, and Anna could feel the electricity in the air. She and Lucas were in the command center, monitoring communications and coordinating actions. When the coup began, the reaction was swift and decisive. Thanks to careful preparation and the support of allies, they managed to thwart the opposition's plans and protect their supporters. Anna was by Lucas's side throughout the process, her presence a constant source of strength and courage. When the dust settled and the threat was neutralized, Anna felt a wave of relief. They had overcome a major obstacle, and Lucas's movement emerged stronger than ever. The love and determination that united them had been fundamental to their success. With the crisis overcome, Anna and Lucas knew there were still challenges ahead, but they were ready to face them together. The future was still uncertain, but the confidence and love they shared were unwavering, and they were determined to build a better future for everyone. After the victory against the coup, Lucas and Anna's confidence was renewed, but they knew there was still work to be done. The threat had been neutralized, but the opposition was still present, and it was crucial to consolidate support and ensure stability in the country. Lucas called a meeting with his main advisors to discuss the next steps. "We need to ensure our allies are strengthened and that any remnants of opposition are dismantled," he asserted, his determination clear. Anna, beside him, agreed, aware of the importance of maintaining momentum. While planning their next actions, Anna received an urgent message from Elena. "There are rumors that some opposition leaders are regrouping in a nearby city. We must act quickly to prevent them from gaining strength again," she said, her voice filled with concern. Lucas and Anna knew they needed to act quickly. They decided to lead a delegation to the city, where they could negotiate directly with local leaders and ensure peace was maintained. The trip was risky, but necessary to consolidate the victory. During the journey, Anna reflected on how much they had achieved together. The love and partnership they shared were the foundation of their strength, and she knew that together, they could overcome any challenge. Lucas, for his part, was focused and determined, ready to face any opposition that arose. Upon arriving in the city, they were greeted by a crowd of supporters, but also by suspicious looks from some local leaders. Lucas and Anna knew they needed to be strategic in their negotiations, ensuring everyone felt heard and respected. The meetings were intense, but productive. Lucas used his charisma and diplomatic skills to unite different factions, while Anna worked behind the scenes, ensuring communications were clear and effective. Together, they managed to establish an agreement that promised stability and cooperation. However, not everyone was satisfied. During a nighttime meeting, a small group of dissidents tried to disrupt the negotiations, demanding radical changes. Anna and Lucas remained calm, using their mediation skills to defuse the situation and bring the dissidents to the negotiating table. The night was long, but by dawn, an agreement was reached. Lucas and Anna had managed to unite the city under a common vision of peace and progress. The relief was palpable, and they knew they had taken an important step toward ensuring a stable future for the country. With the mission accomplished, Lucas and Anna returned to the capital, where they were greeted with celebrations and gratitude. The people were united, and the hope for a better future was stronger than ever. Anna felt a wave of pride and satisfaction as she saw the positive impact of their work. That night, as they walked through the illuminated streets of the city, Lucas stopped and looked into Anna's eyes. "We did it, thanks to you," he said, his gaze full of love and gratitude. Anna smiled, feeling more connected to him than ever. "It was a joint effort. I'm glad to be by your side." They knew there were still challenges ahead, but they were ready to face them together. The love and partnership they shared were unwavering, and they were determined to build a future where peace and justice prevailed. With hearts full of hope and determination, Anna and Lucas continued their walk, knowing that the future was bright and that together they could overcome any obstacle that arose in their path. With peace restored and political stability ensured, Lucas and Anna returned to the capital with a renewed sense of purpose. The journey to that point had been filled with challenges, but also victories that strengthened not only Lucas's movement, but also the love and partnership between them. Upon arrival, they were greeted with enthusiasm and gratitude. The people saw Lucas and Anna as symbols of hope and renewal, leaders who not only spoke of change but realized it. Public confidence was renewed, and Lucas's commitment to his country had never been stronger. In the days that followed, Lucas and Anna dedicated themselves to consolidating their achievements. Lucas, now officially crowned, began implementing policies that reflected his vision of a more just and prosperous future for all. Anna, by his side, used her experience and skills to ensure the initiatives were communicated clearly and effectively, involving the population at every step. One of Lucas's first actions was to promote a major national reconciliation event. He knew that to ensure lasting peace, it was essential to heal past wounds and unite the people around a common goal. Anna worked tirelessly on organizing the event, ensuring every detail was carefully planned. On the day of the event, the central square was filled with people from all over the country. There was an atmosphere of hope and expectation as Lucas took the stage, with Anna by his side. He spoke passionately about the importance of unity and forgiveness, inviting everyone to participate in building a better future. As Lucas spoke, Anna observed the crowd, feeling inspired by the strength and resilience of the people. She knew they were on the right path, and that together, they could overcome any adversity. After the speech, the audience erupted in applause, and Anna felt a wave of pride and satisfaction. With the event concluded, Lucas and Anna dedicated themselves to strengthening the country's institutions, ensuring they were inclusive and representative. They worked to implement reforms that promoted social justice and equality, always with the people as a priority. Despite the challenges they still faced, Anna and Lucas were more united than ever. The love they shared was a constant source of strength and inspiration, and they knew that together they could face any obstacle. Their partnership was an example to everyone around, showing that collaboration and mutual respect were essential for success. That night, as they walked home under the starry sky, Lucas stopped and looked into Anna's eyes. "Thank you for believing in me and for being by my side every step of the way," he said, his voice full of emotion. Anna smiled, feeling more connected to him than ever. "I'll always be here because I believe in what we're doing and what we can achieve together." They knew the road ahead would still be challenging, but they were ready to face it with courage and determination. The future was uncertain, but with the love and partnership they shared, they were confident they could build a better world for everyone. With hearts full of hope and determination, Anna and Lucas continued their walk, knowing that together they could overcome any obstacle, and that the future was bright and promising. With the success of the reconciliation event and the reforms underway, Anna and Lucas began to feel the positive impact of their efforts. The country was on a path of renewal, and the people were more united than ever. However, with progress came new challenges, and they both knew they needed to remain vigilant. Anna took on a more active role in the government, working closely with Lucas to ensure their policies were implemented effectively. She led teams of communication and community engagement, ensuring that citizens' voices were heard and considered in all important decisions. Lucas, for his part, was focused on strengthening the country's democratic institutions. He believed that the key to a prosperous future lay in ensuring that everyone had access to equal opportunities and that each individual's rights were respected. Together, they formed a formidable team, balancing each other with their unique skills and perspectives. During this period of growth and change, Anna began to reflect on her own path. The journey to that point had been transformative, both personally and professionally. She had discovered strengths she didn't know she possessed, and learned the importance of trusting herself and her judgment. Amid these reflections, Anna realized she wanted to use her experience to help other women find their voices and become leaders in their communities. With Lucas's support, she launched an initiative to promote women's empowerment, offering mentorship and resources for women of all ages and backgrounds. The response to the initiative was overwhelming. Women from all over the country came together to participate in workshops and events, sharing stories and learning from each other. Anna felt a deep satisfaction seeing the impact of her work and knew she was making a difference in many people's lives. Meanwhile, Lucas continued to face political challenges, but with Anna by his side, he felt more confident than ever. Together, they navigated the complexities of government, always with the goal of creating a more just and equal country. Despite the pressures of their responsibilities, Anna and Lucas found time for themselves, keeping their connection strong and healthy. They knew their relationship was the foundation of their strength, and that without it, they couldn't achieve everything they had accomplished. One night, as they sat on the porch, gazing at the stars, Anna looked at Lucas and smiled. "Who would have thought we'd get this far?" she said, her voice full of admiration and love. Lucas chuckled softly, squeezing her hand. "I always believed we could, as long as we were together." They knew there was still much to be done, but they were ready to face any challenge. The love they shared was unwavering, and the partnership they had built was an example to everyone around. With determination and courage, they were committed to building a better future for all. With hearts full of hope and gratitude, Anna and Lucas continued to work together, knowing that the future was bright, and that together, they could overcome any obstacle. The journey to that point had been challenging, but also deeply rewarding, and they were ready to face whatever came next, always together. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel.